Joey.
Austin,
Guest joining us.
welcome back to Bro Epic.
This is part 2 of our Pyramids of the World. A little off topic last time. Let me tell you, you do the same damn thing this time.
Yes, we are. But hey, I will say, and our viewers would probably agree, we stayed on topic way more in part 1 than we ever have before.
Oh, yeah. Like, we got on the topic of religion, and we just kept it. And now, for those of you watching the video version, we are wearing the same clothes. We are.
This is like 3 weeks later. We haven't changed. We don't shower.
Nah. Same exact hairstyle and length, too.
Yes,
Literally,
all of it.
nothing has changed.
All of it.
I've still got the same beat up can of sugar-free Red Bull. It's great.
Don't lie to them. We just do the same thing every day. And we wear the same clothes, consume the same.
I have 7 of the exact same shirt, and I go to Great Clips every day and just get it touched up and styled.
Yeah.
But shout out to Great Clips though. Y'all been keeping the same price.
Really?
For pretty much, it's still $18.
Wow.
I know it went up from like 12 a couple years back, but it has
For the
stayed.
past couple years?
The past couple years, it's been 18. I've gotten a $22 haircut. Shout out, tip your stylist.
If they do a good job. If they fuck up your head, do
Yeah,
not
like if
tip them. Come on.
It's a lot like tipping your server.
Right.
If she doesn't come or he doesn't come and give you your drinks,
Yeah, if you
when it's out,
get one glass of water the entire meal and it's empty the whole time, come on. If you reward that type of behavior, they're not going to learn anything from it. If they see their coworkers who work their asses off making more in tips, they'll see that maybe they're doing something I'm not doing, and maybe they'll either learn how to do their job well, or 2, they'll find a different job.
I mean, I can tell you that if I don't do my job and it bothers the people, because I'm at UPS, it's like if I fuck it up and I put the wrong box on the wrong truck, somebody's not happy. And if I was tipped, I wouldn't get tipped.
Right, exactly.
So, I mean, if you're going to do your job wrong, why should you be paid to do the wrong thing?
Well, I could not
Also,
agree
this
more.
snake is soft.
Isn't he adorable?
I love his tongue.
No, but to be honest, though, we live in a culture that is all about tipping specific types of service workers. Like, you work in the service industry, right?
Yeah.
As far as the package delivery.
Package delivery.
I mean,
it's a service.
Would you not consider that the same, if not more important, than your food delivery?
I mean,
because these could be high value products you're having delivered.
A lot of the time it is, yeah.
Right. So the thing is, and then it becomes, well, why would I pay you to do a job they are already being paid to do? That is the exact same argument a lot of people, including myself, have about servers.
But I want to know, okay? So Europe has got comparable prices on things to what we do.
Right.
Servers get paid a living wage.
Right.
Why can we not pay them, $15 an hour and not have the prices go through the fucking roof?
As they
like
should.
McDonald's
Right.
is like, oh, we got to keep up with minimum wage. We're now gonna make a cheeseburger $1.50. Like, I saw a sign that said 2 McDoubles for $4. I'm like, they used to be on the
dollar menu.
The fucking dollar menu. So you could have got 2
Dude, they're
for
$2.50 now.
I know.
They're $2.50 the McDoubles now. Yeah. At least as of like 6 months ago when I saw it last.
Yeah, I know. But it's 2 for $4. I used to be able to get it off the dollar menu and get 2 for $2.
Yeah, now they're like, oh, that'll be.
And then they got rid of the dollar any size soda.
Oh, there you go.
You're paying literal
it cost them
tenths of a cent to fill my cup up. Just give me my large orange blast for $1. Like, fuck, man.
Well, the thing is,
I don't even go and get real soda. I just go for the orange lava blast.
well, you gotta wonder how much of that is to recoup the costs of having to replace a whole crap ton of straws with paper, vastly more expensive paper or otherwise alternatives to plastic.
I haven't got a paper straw from McDonald's in a while, actually.
That's what I'm saying. You know why? Because everyone stopped going crazy about straws because they realized, one, there's no research that supports straws specifically kill sea turtles. Not one shred of evidence
I mean,
on the entire
there's a
internet.
couple
There's
sea
a
turtles.
photo of a sea turtle that had a straw in his nose because he was snorting cork. You know what I'm saying?
Cork's a
He
fucking
was
tree.
snorting cork.
That turtle a
This
bit
is
far
family
away.
friendly. That's snorting. If you're snorting cork off
Yeah.
the bottom of the sea, there.
Family friendly podcast. We didn't just say fuck like 4 times.
Well, that's different. You can say fuck and not have.
This
not
is an
refer to
after
snorting.
11 p.m. show on
This is the late night. This is the late night show on Bro Epic. Bro Epic.
Bro
Night
Epic
edition.
Late edition. It's actually fucking.
It's like 7.
It's 7:45 that we're recording this. But you gotta think, TV shows that come on at 11 o'clock at night. Like The Daily Show.
Right.
Jon Stewart doesn't record that at 11 o'clock.
No.
He's recording that in the middle of the afternoon. So Comedy Central is able to edit it
Right.
and get it out
Fix it up, make
that
it
night.
nice, for sure.
Which is totally crazy that he's got an entire show recorded in the afternoon, comes out at 11, yet I'm waiting months for a new season of a show to come out.
Right.
Because they're like, oh, we have to edit it. Well, apparently it doesn't take that long.
Well, I could tell you why it's probably taken longer for things to come out. And that's because the writing is now lazy, so the editing has to make up
Oh, yeah.
for the lack of storyline. I mean, look at just about any new movie or show that's come out.
What new movies?
I think we need to talk about Avatar: The Last Airbender, dude. Tell me you've seen the live action.
I haven't seen the live action.
Ah, you lucky dog.
I heard nothing but, like, bad things about it.
Good.
I'm like, I really don't want to watch it. Same with, like...
You've seen the cartoon.
I've seen the cartoon. It was fantastic.
Well, let me tell you, the live action, it could not have been more disappointing. The thing that's crazy is the first episode gave me hope. Because it was like the first 20 minutes,
the pilot
badass.
Shows are usually pretty good.
And the trailers look good, too, because it's like, oh my god, they're including all these things that I recognize from the TV show, and they're incorporating it in the live action. Problem is, they went and changed everything. Like, they changed storyline that they didn't need to change. Like, Appa flying for the first time. He was just flying immediately. They could have easily incorporated the dialogue to make that happen. The actors, the kid actors, you can't blame them that much because they're kid actors, but the director...
You can blame them. They get paid just as much as regular adults.
The issue is the director allowed some of this dialogue that was shot and been like, yeah, that's good. We're gonna keep that. And like if you're watching it, dude, it's like amateur acting. So it's really hard. Even though they picked characters that looked right for the part, the dialogue was wrong.
They picked Little Eskimo Kids, which was fantastic.
Right, for Sokka and Katara, and then they got
some bald ass motherfucker.
Yeah.
I feel bad for the kid. He either shaved his head, or that's a really good job at being able to put on some makeup on a child.
Right.
And
no, I think he shaved his head.
The fucking arrow, man.
No, I know, and it looked good. My issue with it.
It looks so good to watch, and
it looks bad.
I'm so not upset that I haven't watched it, and I don't think I will now.
The issue is that visually it looks great.
Oh, yeah.
The show, if you put it on fucking mute and just watch it, it looks great. Oh. And the soundtrack, everything it's super immersive. It feels like it's an awesome experience. But if you have any inclination of what the animated show had in its core,
Oh, that was
then
fantastic.
you're gonna lose it.
Like
Because it was perfectly written.
It's a cult classic at this point.
You
say Avatar: The Last Airbender, everybody's gonna know exactly what you're talking about.
Absolutely.
Cartoon Network did a fucking, what was it?
Nickelodeon. It was Nickelodeon.
Man.
Yeah.
They did a great job.
Oh my god.
The
writers
it's
just
almost
wrote a perfect series.
I want to say it's pretty even with the Star Wars animated TV show.
Oh, the Clone Wars.
Like that was
the
Clone Wars.
That was
that's what
well done too.
I want to say they're pretty even.
No, I would put Avatar above it only because Avatar in and of itself is the original idea, and the Clone Wars was done based off of a world that was already created.
Yeah.
So Avatar created its world, and then the environments around it, and he just literally did it perfect.
Yeah. Still on Avatar, but different Avatar. Have you seen Way of the Water?
I have, and I gotta say, like, I went into it. I read some reviews that were saying, "Oh, it's basically like watching the same movie again."
I had to watch the first one because it had been so long.
Right.
I'm like, all right, I gotta get back into this.
Absolutely.
I'm be like, all right, cool. I'm into this. The next day, watched Way of the Water. I'm like, what the fuck's the difference?
That's the thing is that
I was like, what did you change? Really? You don't go through the whole like story arc of how it starts and everything all over again.
It's literally,
but it's like cool. We're on Pandora. We're flying shit and whatnot.
And now we're going in the water.
It's like cool. Instead of land shit, we got water shit now too. It's like so you went from the sky to the water, same world, pretty much
same story,
the same fucking people.
Right.
Let's be honest. They're avatars,
and
it's not like they're new people.
And predictable plot too. Like you can tell when they were setting up
James
certain
Cameron
dramatic things to happen.
He blew.
I think. See, the thing is I read all those reviews that were saying, it's basically a continuation of the first one, blah blah blah, and I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna go into it with an open mind because I want to enjoy this.
Had your shoes off
this whole time.
You let me do this thing in my shoes.
So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna try to go in an open mind.
Yeah.
And I watched it, and then sure enough, same exact opinion I have, and it was formulated on my. It was disappointing, if you ask me. Like, I think the world would be just as good of a place if it was never made. Honestly, I don't think it added or took away anything from it. It didn't take away anything, but
the only thing it took away was 3 hours of my life.
That's about it, yeah.
But, like, let's be real. What would I have been doing those 3 hours that would have been productive? Because I obviously found the time to sit for 3 hours and watch this movie.
Right.
I probably wasn't going to do anything else.
Yeah, I think you could tell in the first hour of the movie, within that first hour, that, hey, this isn't really going to be anything special. The experience isn't going to be special like the first movie.
No. Like, the fact that Disney was like, this deserves an entire world on the side of Animal Kingdom.
Oh, immediately.
The second one, I don't even think they're gonna update anything. It's not worth it.
If any
you could keep everything and just change the video you watch on the ride.
Right.
I don't think that'd be worth it.
No, the thing is,
in fact,
I don't know.
I'm gonna change my thought. Would be worth it because so many people would hate it. You could finally get on the ride. Because it's a great ride.
Have you been on it?
I've been on it.
What's it like? Explain to the viewers, because me and I'm sure a lot of our listeners and viewers have no idea what that ride's like, because it's a 2-hour line anytime you go to Disney, and a lot of these people aren't like an hour and a half from Disney. So
let me tell you how to do it. Disability access. Had it before for some disabilities we had.
Right.
My sister's in the Air Force and she has PTSD at the moment. So we're getting it.
So you're gonna go on a roller coaster.
Not,
Hey, I'd like to get on this roller coaster faster because I have PTSD, please. Are you joking?
no, I'm not.
I want to be right next to the fireworks next, please. Just boom, I'm right next to my head. I have PTSD. I need to be doing this first. Go ahead, continue about how her PTSD results in getting on a roller coaster faster. It makes sense, right? Well, like the lack of the sense that it makes sense, right? I make a good point.
Oh, fuck you.
Any of our viewers and listeners out there with PTSD, I just want to say. You scared him? Oh, sorry, is that insensitive?
Give me a fucking second. I wasn't expecting that fucking rant. That's the best rant I've heard in a long time. Oh shit, that caught me so off guard. Oh, that's the best thing I've heard almost forever.
Maybe it'll gain us like a subscriber.
Yeah, there's only 4 of you guys.
Yeah,
that
let's
are
make
actually
it 5.
subscribed.
If we get 5 subscribers because of this video, we're gonna like take our balls out or something. Well, no, that's illegal.
We'll blur it out.
Catch us on the hub. We'll blur it out.
What hub are you talking about?
Grubhub. What?
Yo, North Carolina, you can't watch Pornhub?
Is it like Virginia?
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, North Carolina said, we're going to start age verification. Pornhub said, no, you're not.
And so they just...
So when I go back home, I can't go on to Pornhub. Not that I play with myself.
Finds out the next day that they closed down the website in North Carolina. I need my VPN, bro.
Well, here's the thing. We have Starlink for internet.
Yeah.
It thinks I'm in Atlanta.
Yeah. No, that's crazy, though, because...
I do have a VPN for other things I do. I mean...
Right, dark web.
No, I don't do dark web.
Buying body parts and whatnot.
No.
Shit, I'm not supposed to tell people that about you.
Like that.
You held that face so long. Oh, thank you.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah, so, no, but the thing about that, so does that mean that they don't pay state taxes in the states that they don't allow usage to their site? Is that like their way of getting back at those states that don't allow it? Is that,
Hey,
well, now we're not making money there,
hey, you don't
so
get a percentage
you
of
don't get any of our tax money. Is that how that works with a nationwide type business like that, corporation, whatever?
LLC.
little cock.
You know they own like 20 websites.
Oh, I know.
You porn.
You probably went to all of them just so you're like, oh well, the hub's not working. Let me go to. We're probably gonna have to bleep out all these websites that you're naming off. We'll like bleep out the first.
You know how much editing work that is for me?
Hub.
Just porn. We just keep saying
that's
porn.
what you have to do to bleep out.
Oh, I can't say
we got
porn.
No, you gotta go bleep hub, and you bleep.
Bleep hub. I'm sorry if that was really loud. Joey's got his phone sitting next to the microphone with the sound on.
Oh, remember last time we heard the vibrating?
Yeah, but this time we've got good studio quality mics. You just happen to have it sitting next to it.
Hey, we're at 25 minutes.
Well, that's good because we haven't even talked about a single thing.
I think we're going to have to accept the fact that.
Would you silence your phone?
So we're
I
gonna.
just told you to silence your phone. My watch just dinged to tell me.
So I'm thinking, I think we have a lot of good stuff here in this episode. It's just not part two. So we done cucked all of these people because we started off. This is part two to the pyramid series.
We're still gonna name the video part 2.
Part two, but it's really like it's not part of it at all. Besides that, we mentioned it in the first minute.
I want to start talking about pyramids the last little bit.
Then it transitions to part three. Yeah, okay. So that the Xing Kings and the pyramids and their role in Chinese history and culture. Why do you have that on there, dude? Why do we care about Chinese culture?
I have a 10-page
I know why.
write-up on
Look.
pyramids, so we can do a multi-part episode of this. Like, let me hold my
No.
hold my beer,
We're
motherfucker.
not doing that. What about pyramids and temporary pop culture? Contemporary. So you've got the pyramids and Transformers. Right, that was significant because he dug them. What if that
Okay,
fucking thing was in there?
you
Dude?
got pyramids in The Way of the Dragon. Season 2 just came out.
Yeah, I think maybe.
Haven't ever watched the. I haven't watched any of it. I refuse to watch. What the fuck's it called?
Dude, I don't know.
It's not Lord of the Rings.
The Hobbits.
No, it's not the Hobbits. That's the what Lord of the Rings is. This is
Indiana Jones.
no. This is on HBO.
No.
No, it's got Jason Momoa.
Yeah, you're talking about
Emily Clark or Emily Clark.
Wait, is that a Game of Thrones?
Game of Thrones.
Okay.
Haven't watched it, and I refuse to watch
I hear
the
there's
sequel.
some honkers in the first episode.
That's because J.R.R. Tolkien is a porn addict and wrote so many naked scenes in that.
So I've heard incest and whatnot. What are you gonna do?
I didn't read the books, and I refused to watch it because everyone is like, "You gotta watch, you gotta do this," and I'm like, "I'm not
Keep riding
listening
that
to you."
train of not watching it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna die not watching it, and that'll be my legacy.
Austin Simmons, 1998 to 2025. Didn't watch Game of Thrones
or Way of the Dragon
or
season 1 or 2. He died before season 3.
It's like a whole book. Didn't watch this. Didn't watch Did you watch Lord of the Rings?
Nope.
Didn't watch The Hobbits because I think it's just The Hobbit. I think there's just one of them.
I heard it's got Kim Kardashian in it.
Really?
It's Hobbits. You know that episode of South Park. Kanye West admitted that she was a Hobbit.
South Park. Now that's a show that I can't believe still exists.
They signed to do like 5 more seasons with Comedy Central, but the last 2 seasons have been 6 episodes.
Oh, really?
So I think they're doing seasons
just till the contract,
just to get through the contract, because I think they know that it's over.
Right.
I think the whole 20.
Well, I'm thinking they might keep it as
2016. They did the whole Mr. Garrison is Trump thing, and that was great.
Right, they did the Trump thing, right, and then the
2020 election, they did it again, and it didn't work.
Well, they did the COVID thing too.
Yeah, they've got specials on Paramount and HBO. I don't understand it.
Well, I'm thinking they might keep it around just to like release a season every year about current events. Incorporating current events and making jokes of it. But beyond that,
South Park's got pyramids. It's got aliens that come down.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
You know, the alien police. It's got pyramids. It's got the red heifer, the second coming of Jesus, as the Jews think. brings us back to the pyramids.
Yep.
Did the Jews build the pyramids?
No.
The answer is they didn't start building the pyramids.
But they might have helped.
Pre-Jews.
Wait. When I looked up
we established
when they were built,
there was a 1,000-year difference between the first pyramid and when Judaism was created or founded or Abraham's life started. It was a 1,000-year difference between the first pyramid and when the First Testament, we'll say, was.
It would have been First Testament.
So,
but when I looked it up, was that when the pyramid was built or when they started building it?
I think it was when it was built.
Well, then, how long does it take to build a pyramid?
We discussed that. A couple hundred years. They live long enough because of Loki and the apples. Because the Greek gods. No, they're not Greek. Norse gods. That's what they are. Norse gods. Loki was feeding people apples. And then Adam and Eve. What is that face for?
We're off. On how long it takes to build a pyramid.
What was it take? 30 years?
30 years!
Oh, fuck!
Yes!
Woo! Damn! That was a great guess.
It was, but 30 years to build?
That's almost as long as they've been working on US 19.
Yes!
And let me tell you, that's nowhere near close.
30 years. What? How did they do that in 30 years?
Slaves.
Yeah, but not to Jews.
No, not the Jews. We established that. The Jewish community did not start building. And in fact, they probably weren't slaves.
Well, they were slaves. What?
No, if you look at, all the text.
Oh, the way they were treated.
How to build it. They were forced into working. Yes, that's.
It was forced labor, not slavery.
Forced labor, yes,
right.
Not slavery. Right. They did not buy the people and sell them and force them like lots of places did.
Forced labor. It's like
they took the people that were already there and said, "I'm gonna do this.
Right.
We'll feed you and give you beer."
Right.
But you're not leaving until this is done.
Right.
Which is probably why it only took 30 years.
Right. They're
like, you know what? I am 9 years old. I'm not gonna live to see old age. 39 when the pyramid's 39 when the pyramid's done. 40 dead. Boom. 1 year retirement.
Yeah, so in essence, you just have to put it in simple terms for our listeners. In essence, if you're Jewish, the worst thing that happened to you was the Holocaust, not slavery.
Oh, God. That's a fucking statement there. Holy shit.
And with that, I think we're at 30 minutes. We're ending on a high note. It only took 30 minutes to mention the Holocaust on this episode, part 2 of the pyramids.
Like, subscribe,
comment, but don't be mean again. We'll find you. You'll get a middle finger in the shape of a pyramid in response. And then again, add something productive in there. We haven't looked at the comments, obviously. This is like 20.
Creative criticism. That's what we asked for.
That's the key. Creative criticism.
And, you know what? I guess on that note, good night.
See you.
Woo!